This is what happens when you allow your injured quarterback to play. What's going on, guys? What's going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video, and we're going to be talking about the New York Giants losing to the Arizona Cardinals 26-7. We have a lot to talk about today. Obviously, I wasn't able to watch the game. I was able to listen to the game and kind of get feel for everything while I was working, and and then I was able to watch the highlights, and I should be able to watch a condensed game soon. But pretty much all the key moments are there in the highlights on the NFL app. But from what I heard, and obviously from what I seen, Daniel Jones was not ready to play. Daniel Jones was not ready to start this football game, and it may, Howard Cross said this on WFAN. Daniel Jones may not play next week. Who knows? And so this is exactly what I was saying in that Seattle game when everybody was saying, well, if Daniel Jones is ready to play, then he should play. Don't baby the quarterback. Okay, so now this week, Daniel Jones obviously still not ready to play, and now we're probably going to miss him for another 2 games. He may not even start against Cleveland. The game that was flexed is Sunday Night Football. So that's fantastic. Daniel Jones was a huge part of the loss today. Now, do I think we still would have lost this game? Yes. If Colt McCoy was starting this game, I still think we would have lost this game. Now, I'm not saying Daniel Jones was the complete problem, but he was a big, big part of that. First off, the audible call on 3rd and 1, where the Giants were on their own 20-something yard line, or maybe even before that, maybe on their 18, 15, something like that. I believe this is like in the third quarter. It's third down and 1, and Daniel Jones elects to throw the ball deep to, I believe, Sterling Shepard one-on-one with Dre Kirkpatrick. Now, Daniel Jones audibled from that call. Okay, I assume that was a run call because you saw the stack in the box of Arizona. Daniel Jones audibled out of that and said, let me go pass because the wide receivers are matched up one-on-one. Daniel Jones was trying to get too aggressive and elected not to run the football. How many times have we seen time and time again, especially versus Seattle, where Wayne Gallman was faced up a stacked box, he was facing up against a stacked box, he was still able to run for crucial yards. So I would have still ran it there for on 3rd down and 1, and I believe we were down 20-7 at that time. That could have helped us big time if we would have possibly scored down there in the on that drive. So that's one thing that I was upset with Daniel Jones about. Another thing I was upset about Daniel Jones is I know the offensive line was bad, all right? They gave up, 6 sacks today, something like that. Hassan Reddick had a franchise record for Arizona, 5 sacks. I loved Hassan Reddick coming out of college out of Temple. He transitions to, edge rusher, like a full-time edge rusher. Cardinals like to use him as like a guy to play money backer. But this guy had a phenomenal day on Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas struggled. Cam Fleming struggled. The interior struggled, right? But the offensive line looked worse because Daniel Jones was in the lineup. And why do I say that? It looked a lot like old Eli Manning, right? Eli Manning's last days, where Eli would not move in the pocket whatsoever. That was all bad offensive line back then. But Eli didn't help out the offensive line in any sort of fashion. They didn't give the offensive line any favors. That's exactly what I saw today. Daniel Jones was practically immobile. There were times where he had a clean pocket, and it looked like the pocket was starting to collapse. And right when that moment, Daniel Jones would have gone out the pocket and try to extend the play in some sort of way. But we saw Daniel Jones elect to stay in the pocket and kind of hesitate on where to go because he knew he didn't have the legs to run, and then he was wrapped up for a sack. So the offensive line did not play well, but Daniel Jones did not help out in any sort of way. All right, it's supposed to be a 50-50 type thing. The offensive line isn't supposed to always be the be-all and end-all for a quarterback's success. The quarterback has some responsibilities as well. The quarterback is responsible as well to do his part. When the pocket collapses, you got to step out the pocket. You got to extend the plays, make plays with your feet, step up in the pocket, step out of the pocket, do something. Daniel Jones was not doing that this game, okay? He clearly should not have played in this game. And what did that result in? It resulted in fumbles, right? It resulted in better field position for the Arizona Cardinals offense, right? So all of that put together really, really did not help the Giants win this game. So, with that being said, Daniel Jones should not have played this game. That's it. Daniel Jones should not have played this game. And now, because Daniel Jones wanted to play, and yes, every player is going to say they want to play, right? Because Joe Judge allowed him to play, we may miss out on Daniel Jones for probably the next 2 or 3 games. And we've got 4 more games. All right, we've got 4 more games. No, we have 3 games. We have 3 more games, right? I'm pretty sure we have 3 more games. So he may even miss the whole season. Who knows? It doesn't look like he's ready to play. And hamstring injuries everybody was saying when Daniel Jones got hurt, hamstring injuries could take like 2 to 4 weeks to really heal up. Okay, we don't know how severe he hurt his hamstring, and we don't know how much this game made it any worse. All right, so because there was some clear wear and tear on Daniel Jones today, and I'm sure today did not help him recover any more than if he were to sit out this game. So, there's a lot to talk about in this game. The defense I thought played great. Everybody wants to talk about the defense, how they allowed 26 points. I think the defense played phenomenal. But we got to see Danny donations again, right? We got to see the offensive line when the offense turns over the football, it just completely demoralizes the defense. And that's something I guess you could put a con on the defense for. Is getting gassed out, getting demoralized after a turnover. Yes, they played phenomenal. They were playing great even after the turnovers, but they started to get gassed out in the second half. But they have to stick with it, man. They have to stick with it. And the offense, like I said, did not do the defense any favors with the turnovers. But we got to see the old Giants again. This was a little glimpse of the old Giants again, where we start turning over the football, and immediately after that happens, the defense gets demoralized, and it's like the whole entire team cannot come back from a turnover. That's why the Giants played phenomenal in their past 3 games, because their past 3 games, they did not turn over the football. All right, I believe the past 4 games, they did not turn over the football. So, and that's why they won those games. They won 4 straight. But it seems like every time the Giants turn over the football at any point in the game, it's like demoralization just instantly, right? Just instantly demoralization. So, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Giants only had 3 games without a turnover, but that's neither here or there. That being said, the Giants are going to have to go play Cleveland next week. And I'm definitely not going to have the Giants winning that game. And I don't want to hear all the people say, oh, Andrew Thomas, man, we drafted the wrong guy. Maybe we should draft a tackle in this year's draft. And maybe we should go after Trevor Lawrence again after the Trevor Lawrence squad or the cult that is the Trevor Lawrence cult, the Tank for Trevor cult. They disappeared when Daniel Jones was playing well. And now they're going to come right back out the woodworks. And then we're going to hear about the Dave Gettleman talks again. And all of that's going to happen again because Giants fans are too emotional, right? And sorry, Giants fans, we're very emotional, all right? So, that being said, I don't know what to think about this next game. The Cleveland Browns, I think, are a lot better than the Arizona Cardinals are, so I think that we're going to have a little bit more trouble. Their defense is a lot better as well. I don't know if Colt McCoy is going to be ready to face a Cleveland defense that's playing as well as they are right now, so I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I may be live tonight. Who knows? But I'll see you guys in the next video. Woo.